1590, when Governor John White returned to the Roanoke colony after a 3-year delay in England, he found it utterly deserted. The only clue left behind was a single word carved into a tree: Croatoan. Historians would spend centuries debating the fate of the colonists, but the true story, passed down in fragments and forbidden whispers, was far stranger than anyone dared to believe. The colony had not vanished, it had changed. Before White's departure, the colonists had begun hearing strange sounds from the woods, chanting in no known language, voices mimicking loved ones who weren't there. Children spoke of the moss-faced people who watched them from between the trees at night. One settler, a hunter named Elias Dent, was found in the forest, eyes wide open and mouth stuffed with leaves. A Powhatan elder, who'd come in peace, warned them of something ancient and hungry that lived in the land long before men walked it. He called it Utanatha, the soul of the forest, and said it awoke when blood was spilled upon sacred soil. The colonists, desperate and isolated, had indeed taken land that once served as a burial ground. On the night of the final full moon before White's return, the colonists held a gathering in desperation. But the ritual went wrong. Whether it was mistranslation or the arrogance of settlers who did not understand what they were invoking, no one knows. What is known is that the trees came alive that night. Vines slithered like serpents, roots tore up from the earth, and the forest swallowed them whole, not dead, but transformed. The colonists became part of the land, their souls bound to Roanoke in eternal penance. On moonless nights, the trees whisper their names, their voices carried in the wind. Sometimes their faces appear in the bark of oaks. Their hands reach out from tangled roots to grasp the ankles of the curious. Croatoan was not a destination. It was a warning left by Eleanor herself, the last to resist the transformation. She carved the word as she felt the bark spreading across her skin. White never found his people, but deep in the forest, if you listen closely, you might still hear them. In those woods, the legacy of the Roanoke colony remains, a timeless tale of transformation and mystery, echoing through the ages as a reminder of what once was and what can never be reclaimed. For those who dare to venture deep into the woods, the echoes of Roanoke's past remain alive, haunting the very air they breathe, inviting them to listen closely to the whispers carried by the wind.